Bentornati and welcome back to Boulderdances, which is my Twitch, my live playthrough of Dwarf Fortress. Again, to remind you, really minimal editing, so that is very chill and slow, but I hope you will like it nonetheless. If you want to try and catch me live on Twitch, you can look for the Litast Onion or follow a link that I will totally not forget to add in the description of these videos. That said, enjoy the show. So, what was I talking about? Our dining room that is going to become also a tavern. And really, is there any drawback into making this into a tavern, even not having like instruments and stuff? I don't think so. There isn't really a drawback. Oh, the thing is, I haven't built it like a tavern, really. A better tavern would have had a central space for dancing. But we can work on that. I think most, like the first thing to think about would be moving the food storage somewhere else. Should I plan on doing that? I get caught in planning very often, so let me plan this corridor just so that I know where it sits. And I could just have, you know, just a room for the drinks and stuff. Like this. I already have a lot of drinks. I should have another storage for food and drinks somewhere else and have them linked. That doesn't make sense to store like 5,000 barrels right here. When you have like 10, it's more than enough. Let's connect them like so. I think that's alright. Also, really, I would like to open this up. Yeah. And you know what? The other advantage of having this into an actual tavern, even if it's a bare-bone tavern, is that I can put a coffer in here and the coffer will store the mugs instead of having this ugly bin in here. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna commit. So turn these into actual designations and we'll work towards that. So, tavern, temple, which means a lot of standing around doing nothing. The other thing I would like to work on is a gym. I want to make a gym. And by gym, really what I mean is a barracks, military barracks, that I want specifically assigned to the general populace. That's something that I've been thinking for a while now, that I would like my dwarves to exercise. I can make a really, let's say, louse schedule to which I assign pretty much all my dwarves in groups of 10. Of course, you can go farther than that, but that's basically gonna create like a, say, a standard militia. And then I could say you are set to training once every 2 months, which is, by the way, one of the default schedule. And I can say minimum 3 people training. When you say minimum 3 people and they are set to training, I think they can choose whether they go do something else or whether they train. And I can put shields and wooden weapons and set them to a very simple uniform that says just equip a wooden shield and your choice of wooden weapon. And they would come in and train, and as long as 3 dwarves are available for training, they would do it. And what I hope will happen is that everybody can be assigned to this schedule, and that will not disrupt the fortress too much. But at the same time, everybody that has a propensity for martial arts, or they value physical training, or they want to get in a fight, because some dwarves just enjoy getting in a fight. I hope those people will get a kick out of this. I'm gonna open this up a little bit more. I would like to give this a proper floor. I don't know, I just don't know how much. Okay, seems like I have just enough blocks for this. There you go, dolomite blocks for the flooring there. I probably need a little bit more in here. Or maybe not. Then, I mean, at some point I will use also this. I need more blocks though. Am I constantly making blocks? I need to be constantly making blocks. The problem is, this is now assigned to Bim, the stone carver. And I guess Bim will benefit from me making blocks constantly, because it's still training. Well, it's training his stone cutting. That's the problem. But that's why I need some generic workshops just for the peasants in quotes to work on, and then the specialized workshops. So I need to begin. I need to start opening this section up. Absolutely. Change blueprints to actual thingsies. Let's begin with these. Okay, that's a bunch of stuff for the dwarves to mine, to work on. We have 100 drinks. That's good. We're making rock pots automatically. That's cool. While that happens, oh yeah, more than 100 drinks. Let me check in the kitchen really quickly. Peaches are reserved for drinks. But you know what? At this point, I have enough plump helmets, so we can also. Hey, N7 Gordon Shamway, I hope I didn't butcher that name too bad. Always forget that you can make diagonal access to rooms. Right? Right? In this fortress, I specifically try to force myself in a design that it's slightly, farther from my comfort zone. And I'm gonna show you why. Because we have this fantastic road coming in. Makes a bend right in here, and there was this like alcove right here, right? And I thought like that this is just such a nice place for a fortress entrance. It stirs up the grid, exactly. Like it forces you to think more creatively about all the things that you want to do. And I'm enjoying it so far. Really enjoying it. So I was looking at the kitchen, right? And we have long grass and kaniwa, and we can make stuff out of that. And by stuff I mean more drinks. And I need to get in here and say, okay, don't cook those drinks, please. I am accumulating though, I think. I mean, not yet. But I will start accumulating seeds that I cannot use. We have drinks, we have goose eggs, we have a little bit of tallow sitting there, waiting for soap. Let's take a look at my cloth situation. Thread, first of all. I have a lot of thread. 19 alpaca wool yarn. 7 silk thread, 15 pigtail thread. I think I can make a couple batches of this. So cloth 10 and yarn 10. I think I can allow myself a little bit of that. You force yourself to do different rooms for the queen and her entourage. That's also a nice way to go about it. Like, think of the function of the room and trying to do something different for the different things. Yep. Like, Dwarf Fortress is definitely a game where you get the most out of it if you try and exercise your creativity. Like in this case, there's absolutely no tie in the mechanics of the game, but this is supposed to be the fortress made by the people that invented the wheelbarrow. This is the original wheelbarrow, the one that we brought with the embark. This is the first one ever made. In my head canon, like there's nothing in the game to support that, of course. But we can make more wheelbarrows, and we can encrust them with gems and say that we make the best wheelbarrows in the entire world. The Lords of the Wheelbarrows, yes. By the way, that also shows in here, if I hover over my fort, this is the fort of Boulderdances, because people coming here from the outside, they see people moving boulders so quickly. Looks like they're dancing, right? And the side government is the amazing wheels of carrying. And by the way, our parent civilization, a name that I didn't choose, is the Fair Relic. So you see, everything checks out. All hail the Holy Wheelbarrow, exactly. Frantic Survivor, welcome. Fitting names, absolutely. And like, this is like an idea that came to mind before even starting, but you can totally generate a world, look at the names around, and come up with stuff as you play. So, cloth. I want to check how much cloth do I have, because if I do, I can start make fancy clothes. Because people love fancy clothes. I don't have a lot of cloth, but I have a little bit of alpaca wool cloth. I can make something with it. Why not? What would people enjoy wearing, do you reckon? I have a few cloaks going around. Should I make robes? Robes seem a pretty fitting dwarven. What's the word? Accoutrement? Fancy words. Well, no, it's yarn. Yarn what? You know what, though? Before thinking about tunics and stuff, let me just trousers. Like, wool trousers. Make 7 wool trousers. Because chances are, these are gonna be better than what they currently have. Bombwreck is assigned in here. Bombwreck, are you actually good at this? Bombwreck is a competent clothier. So he is actually good at this. Okay, so we're gonna have fancy pants. Fitting. We were carving individual rooms in here. So I guess it's time to install a few doors where the floor is already smooth. I forgot to put the check mark on, keep building, and since all the doors are equal, use the closest material. This way we can zoom through it. And then I need more doors. How many? No, wait. I have an order for doors. Rock doors, yeah. I still haven't worked on it. Because I spent too much time paused. Sweet pods, plum helmets. Plum helmets. My dude, are you dedicated to this? Labor, you are a planter. A planter and what? A planter and what? No, I'm not gonna dedicate you at the moment. Because I have a lot of people that can do the heavy lifting. Look at the kids playing with toys. Fantastic. Alright. Okay, they still have not touched this because they are working on the rooms, and that's okay. Is anybody stalled? I mean, you have no jobs, but there's stuff to smooth out, so it's not justified. They are probably taking it easy, which is okay. We have wombats. One just zoomed inside the fortress. Where is this wombat going? Wombat. One is here. No, it didn't get in. Okay. I thought for a second the wombat was getting in, but that isn't the case. Dwarves keep on cancelling the steel jobs. That's because we are out of charcoal. And that's probably because the manager didn't have a chance to set up another batch. So I'm just gonna make it by hand. We have struck hematite. I honestly expected that. This place seemed to be dolomite and hematite and magnetite all the way through, so not a big surprise there. Not a big surprise. Cancels, make, rock offer. Don't worry about it. We have wheelbarrows. Somebody will bring stones where you need them. Brew drink from plant completed. Yes, you need things to make things. I know. Smoky quartz. Good. While you guys mine, I'm gonna take a sip. Water. So good. Okay, so now we have dedicated space for specific jobs. And what I mean is workshop. Let's start with the basics. Stoneworker. Yeah, in here. No. Cancel. I want it made out of blocks. I want it nice. Workshop, stoneworker, select material, dolomite blocks, and then workshop, carpenter. These are just the basics, right? Dolomite blocks. And the idea is that these are assigned to the best stone cutter. No, not cutter in this sense, is the stone carver. And to the best carpenter. So in order to make this work, I would have to give them an input stockpile for stone. Gonna be a little bit bigger, but I'll make sure to have the necessary wheelbarrow in there, of course. Stone. And again, only the other stone. In this case, I'm gonna say all for now. If we open up, well, I have mudstone somewhere, so actually, just stick to dolomite, which is economic. Stick to dolomite. Let's be consistent. One wheelbarrow should be enough in here. And then I'm gonna give you an output stockpile. Now this can be an all stockpile. Can it? Let's do furniture. Like, you mostly make furniture in here. And you shouldn't make blocks. The idea is to have blocks made by the populace, general populace. So you're gonna make furniture. You're gonna take from this. Yes. And you are gonna give to this. And the trick is that this one must not take from everywhere else. Okay. And when this is made, I'm gonna give a name to this workshop. It's gonna be named after the dwarf assigned to it. And everything else is gonna be named accordingly. Then here, wood stockpile. That exports to here. And then this is more tricky, right? Because this is furniture, but also tools and other things. What else can you make at the carpenter's workshop? Can you make weapons? No, those are the crafters. Legacy of Mar, hello, hello, welcome. How are you doing? Are weapons and traps made at the crafters? I think they are made at the crafters. There's one input from here. So if I look in here and I look at the connections, in from the wood stockpile out to the furniture stockpile. Cool. I think carpenter can make training weapons. Right? Let's see. Yeah, because they can make the spiked wooden balls. Yes, training axe, spear, and sword. Absolutely. So let's get in custom. Let's do... Oh, also shields, right? Like that. I'm doing great, honestly. I'm doing great. It's a Saturday, late morning in Italy. Weather is fine, and I'm playing Dwarf Fortress. What's better than that? Now, who's... Okay, and already they're saying, okay, I'm gonna make wooden beds and cabinets in here. Nope, you shouldn't. You shouldn't. General work orders allowed. 0. Because this place is for bespoke orders. And it's gonna be assigned to the dwarf at the wheel. Now the thing is, what are you doing? You're hauling dolomite. You shouldn't. You should have a wheelbarrow in here. What are you doing? I mean, at this point I have so many places where stone is stored. It's 12 AM where you are. I think we are in the same... I think we are in the same time zone. Unless by 12 AM you mean midnight. I'm not very good with AM, PM. I usually go like 0 to 23. Am I really out of available wheelbarrows? Where are my wheelbarrows assigned? I should make a better job at tracking where my wheelbarrows are. Because I have a few. 5. I could have more. One is in here, of course. Oh yes, I've put a lot in here, so I need to make more wheelbarrows. Absolutely. What I should do, really, come in here and say that this is available to everybody to work on. Can I pause these? Yes, please pause and add wheelbarrow. Let's make a few by hand, just like that. Yes, midnight and it's Christmas. Merry holidays unto you. Need refined coal, need refined coal. Haven't I ordered the production of coal, like manually? Yes, and just now they're doing it. Okay, now they have coal. And they are completing the making of the steel bars using pig iron, and that's good. And that's all good. Why is this? Oh, this was suspended. Where are you going with that, honestly, my dude? Wait a second. This isn't set to export anymore. No, that's wrong. This, and this. That better? Migrants have arrived. I think one. Yes, eight migrant has arrived. Okay. There's a little bit of chaos going on at the moment as we are reorganizing things. But I see a wheelbarrow there, so at least somebody is doing things correctly. Okay, somebody's making rock doors and coffers. Nice. I don't know why there's a bin in there. Oh, because weapons, because we can make weapons in here, so it does make sense. It does make sense. Okay, there's a wheelbarrow assigned here. Okay, slowly but surely they will work on that. We have this area almost entirely dug out. We have a few rooms ready. Do I have doors? I have 5. That's nice. Let's install doors where the floor is already smooth. I think I can start preparing some of these rooms now. Furniture, beds. Let's see. Oh wow, we have some excellent beds in there. Very nice indeed. Which ones do I want to make the have the best furniture? Maybe the first that you encounter. The closest one. Okay, furniture bed. This will have an excellent willow bed. And also this one. Then we'll go for superior. And then finely crafted. Well crafted. Well crafted. Well crafted. Then furniture. Do we have cabinets? I think we do. Give me a this is superior cabinet. Finely crafted. And then just anything, just well crafted. And it's alright. I don't have to stress it too much. There you go. And then coffers. Oh, excellent. Superior. And then just about anything. Alright, alright. We have a few rooms. Okay, we've tried into cloth completed. More puppies. A stray donkey has been found starved? Oh no, that must have been a donkey that came in with the... Oh no, that's terrible. Must came in with one of the migrant waves. I have so many puppies, it's ridiculous right now. But okay, all the other animals are assigned somewhere. Who's assigned here? 2 male dogs. Several puppies. The other dogs are just free to roam around, so they are all in here. And female dog, female dog, female dog. So in theory, we shouldn't have more dog pregnancies going on. Rest in peace, donkey. Yeah, that's very unfortunate. Let's move this stockpile. Drinks in here. And then move the prepared food in here. Now we'll have to use a coffer. And yeah, I think I'm gonna move. Whoa, first mood. Veibok. Where are you, Veibok? Okay, they are not in here, so they immediately found what they want to do. Which means we have the necessary workshop. It's cool. Veibok, where are you? He has a strange mood, which is good. Everything is fine. He's peculiarly secretive. Where are you going? Is hauling hematite at a crafts workshop. I mean, he's an engraver by trade. I think he's gonna be a stone carver, maybe. So what's the first material? The first material is hematite. And he got some steel in there. I mean, it could be anything at this point. Could be anything, but he works secretly, so all is good. All is good. He has begun a mysterious construction. Cancel making steel bars. That's because we are short on charcoal. I will order some made by hand, just so that we can speed it up slightly. This is just the first batch of steel. At some point I'll make sure to balance it all correctly. But we should have most of the iron converted into steel at this point. Well, not most of it, but... But we have a little bit of steel, which is nice. Cancel make steel bars because, yes, you need refined coal. I know. I'm working on it. I mean, you're working on it. I'm telling you to work on it. Right? Can't wait to see what it is. Me too. Me too. Or I should say me neither. I think. Oh ho 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 ho. Here it is. Weibok Nok Golkog, the engraver, has created Iltangbim Eshonagoth, a hematite amulet. She claims it as a family heirloom. Hematite amulet, so yes, she's a stone crafter. Legendary stone crafter. Iltangbim Eshonagoth. This is a hematite amulet. All craft dwarfship is of the highest quality. It is encrusted with round dolomite cabochons and encircled with bands of rectangular hematite cabochons. This object is adorned with hanging rings of steel. That's actually good, hanging rings of steel, and menaces with spikes of dolomite. 3,500, more or less, which could be 1,000 or 15,000 because our broker isn't that good, really. Yeah, pretty solid first artifact. Pretty solid first artifact, plus now we have another legendary. Wait, legendary engraver, because her highest skill was engraving. Which, you know what? I actually prefer a legendary engraver to a legendary stone crafter. You pronounce dwarven far better than I do. I mean, dwarven pronunciation, I think it's all up for grabs, right? Like, I don't think there's any guideline, but being Italian, I generally go for the Italian pronunciation for vowels, which in my mind sounds more dwarven. So sometimes I say Weibok, but in my mind this is Vabok, because this accent we don't have it in Italy, like this circumflex accent, but I studied a little bit of French, and in French this is long vowel. So I would be tempted to say Vabok Nok Golkog. And I mean, it's just a way to have fun with it. Iltangbim Eshongagot. Thank you. I also think it sounds. I mean, and by the way, I'm speaking English, so I'm trying to speak to a mainly English-speaking audience. So putting in there something that is different, I think it's a value on its own, right? And plus, I'm tapping into something that it's It's close to my heritage. Okay, we can move these. What do you think? I think we still need a button to mass deconstruct things, or at the very least, this thing should be tied to a key binding. Because if you can do like click and then X, let's say, that would be like so quick, right? Click X, click X. But unfortunately, we cannot. So it's all like a clickety-click all the way through. You know what? When you remove them, oh, I can't create a stockpile right underneath. That would have been a cheesy way to say, don't move it, don't move it. Like you don't need to pick it up. Does the eraser work? I think the eraser is just to remove orders, like smoothing orders. So let's see, let's test it. Cancel removal. Eraser. No, it doesn't. I would have thought at some point that maybe this would have worked, but that also doesn't work, unfortunately. And the thing is, I don't know if you ever played the old version, but the thing is, in the old version, we didn't have this problem. Why? Because in the old version, with no mouse, instead of clicking on something, you would move the cursor like there was like a big yellow X, right? Oh, you mean the other one? Which is... What's the other one? So not this, but this? By the way, what I was saying, like you would position with the arrow keys your cursor in here. Then you would hit Q. Q would open up this for the closest building, and then you would hit X for removal. So if you position the cursor here in the middle and went QX, 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 you would remove everything. There's another thing that removes stuff. I forget what it's called, but usually get used for stairs. It's this one. Designate constructed walls, floors, and other constructed tiles to be removed by miners. But it's for constructed, not buildings. The terminology, I think it's consistent in this. Constructed is constructed floors, so it's this. This is constructions, so it's constructed. Now, the interesting thing is, bridges are under constructions. Does this remove bridges? Science. It doesn't. It doesn't. Because really bridges are under constructions, but bridges are buildings. But it would remove all of this. Right? Oop. But this is now a designation, which is something that nobody tells you. So you can come in with this and erase the designation. But you know, these are all like small details that will be solved. Small details, really. The rooms are almost ready. Let's prepare some more. Should have the necessary furniture now. Bed. Only one. It's okay. Cabinets. Ooh, this is a good one. And a chest. Let's have a good chest for you. Okay, let's wait for this bed, and then I'll do a multi-selection. You need 1 refined coal in link stockpile. I know. They bring in the coffer first, of course. Is it retractable, bridge, or regular? These are drawbridges. Oh shoot, I think I removed something by mistake. I removed this. Let's rebuild this. I didn't notice. Good thing that you made me check. These are retractable. No, not retractable. These are drawbridges. It means they raise up. You can notice because they have these little cogs here at the base, and this tells you that this is the axis for the rotation. So it goes up this way. Because this is meant to seal the entrance, right? Those are permanent. Regular ones you can move like furniture, but I mean permanent in the sense that you cannot remove with that thing, but you can click on this because they are buildings. So you can click in here and the bridge will totally get removed. Okay, guys, what are you doing? There is charcoal in here. I think like I've done this like 5 times already. Are you... This is wrong. The iron ore one is wrong. Export to. These icons, there is something about these icons. They could be made so much clearer to me, because the only difference is where the arrow points, right? Should be obvious, but the thing is, the arrow is the smallest thing in this icon. Like, first of all, that arrow could be 3 times as large as it is. But also, we could have in here something like export to smelter, right? Or take out to smelter, or simply out to smelter, and then in from blah de blah, right? And it would be so much clearer. Like, simply having stuff written in there is something that the old version was actually a little bit better at, because it was all text. And this is it for this episode of my Twitch playthrough of Dwarf Fortress, of the Fortress of Boulderdances. If you want to try and catch me live, you can go to Twitch and look for Litast Onion, or simply follow a link that I will totally not forget to add in the description of these videos. That said, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you again in the next episode. Alla prossima!